Abusia from Tokwa Kakra KBS Parliament Panch Senya some Ketua a minority for ni majority for the CNM Panch say Clark Kesi NDC our Parliament home video kwa share the NDC about holiday in semia trains and keep it my pass after say Muntaka the already that a 14 list of a holidays na yedima both in Cremo for any Christopher Ninano amase say no yamo kan kwame Akroma de no etwa monsu mama de sin Tokwa Kesi NDC amase say no a nipa then oblity pa just a can come any ye pa esteka I have an friend Stephen Amono while sorry ye to Tony and that day our parliament do yes it's not was maintenance say task was maintenance speaker quasi resume your seat resume seat our going to quite say more me pa you already that video na just na it will crampo and sorry after say a muntala and a casate name broker can in because on all can ya there or them sorry come and go ahead that video nearby.
Provoke people to say things that will bring pain to people in this house. It will not be good for people to say things or respond that will bring pain to people in this house. I beg you, please. I beg you, just stay away from it. It won't help anybody. Honorable, if people want to get up and say things, it will bring a lot of pain to this house. So I beg you, please stay out of it.
Yes, Honorable Muntala, your statement referring to anybody as criminal, please withdraw.
Well, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, everything I said here.
Honorable Muntala, kindly withdraw.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw. But let me make my points. Mr. Speaker, did I hear?
Speaker, sit down. Sit down.
Mr. Speaker. Why are you supporting a military coup? Are you supporting a military coup? Is that why you're supporting? Supporting a military coup?
Honorable members, may you resume your seats. Honorable members, may you resume your seats. Honorable members, may you kindly resume your seats. Honorable Muntala, once again, limit yourself to the memorandum accompanying the bill and the report of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, I think that I remember when I was a student at Kulukuli School. Thankfully, my senior brother, Honorable Harun Idrisu, attended Kulukuli School. On each day, we were forced to go to school. It took the NDC, the National Democratic Party, the National Democratic Congress. Oh well, I'm not a paragon of knowledge, unlike you. The National Democratic Congress, to ensure that there was social justice and equity in a country that is constitutionally described as a secular state, that the NDC gave us our first holiday, thanks to the NDC. As Muslims in this country, because my brother was telling me, mentioning the number of Muslims at cabinet, I never knew that cabinet ministers are more influential than vice presidents.
Tell him.
We had a vice president who was a Muslim for 8 years. He didn't see the need. Now you are now mentioning our names. That Honorable Harun Idrisu, Honorable Mutaka, Honorable Mutala are Muslims at cabinet. We had a vice president. He didn't see the need. So it tells you the beauty of this country. It tells you how accommodating Ghanaians are. It tells you why we have become an oasis in turmoil. That if you go through social media, everybody points to Ghana and says that this is the country I would want to be. That you find in churches, programs, you find Muslims who are attending. You find in mosques You find Christians who are attending, traditional worshippers. That makes it a state. But this idea of trying to bring about religious justifications and why you think that as Muslims we should have done that, I leave that to the Ghanaian public who are watching live across the globe. Both the positives and the negatives. Nkrumah is the founder. Nkrumah was a judge, that African of the millennium, not African of 10 years, 100 years. And he was a judge by no less a group than the entire continent of Africa. BBC voted him. Who changed the Founders' Day in the first place? Who changed it? What the NDC and President Mahama is seeking to do is to correct the wrongs that were emotionally driven, wrongs that were not driven by social justice and proper conduct, which is expected of politicians. President Mahama is changing it. So the threat that what happens should the tables, change, when you do that, and hopefully, that will take a very, very long time. The people of this country, right, Honorable Speaker, the people of this country, right, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm concluding. Mr. Speaker, we want to urge our friends, and I agree with Honorable Habib when he suggested that there could be addition because of the Eid al-Adha. I'll conclude with a famous proverb in Dagban, that you cannot sleep with an itching anus and do not expect to wake up with smiling fingers. They ensure that they slept with an itching anus. It is their baggage to carry. And that is why the frustration is found everywhere in the faces of my honorable good friends. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Suhini.
Well, thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to the motion. Mr. Speaker, I was taken aback to see his side from the decision that this House was about.
Honorable Suhini, I recognize Honorable Minority Leader. Yes, Honorable Minority Leader, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, for the avoidance of doubt, when I spoke,
Honorable Stephen Amua, what is the problem? Honorable Stephen Amua, what is the problem? When your leader is up, and you are also up, please, Minority Leader, you have the floor.
Hansa, you can come. Mr. Speaker, I am right here in this chamber, and I will not sit for any member of Parliament to attempt an interpretation of what I have said happened. But Mr. Speaker, the path the colleague, the Deputy Minister, has taken to say or to suggest that I got up to oppose the bill is unsupported by my submission. My submission was in opposition to the agency that he has introduced to say that these things have always been there and that he should have moved on the path far earlier than coming now.
Honorable Minority Leader,
if you was, Mr. Speaker,
on that score, you are right. You are right.
So, Mr. Speaker, please.
I often liken this to the Christian celebration of Christmas and Boxing Day, where on Christmas Day it is used to celebrate the birth of Christ, and on 26th, Boxing Day is used to share gifts. It is likened to Eid al-Adha in that manner, that on the prayer day, when it is guided by the lunar calendar, you go to the mosque to pray. The next day is often for sacrifice. And that is the day the animal that you sacrifice to share to God and to the neighbors is also done, like boxing. So, Mr. Speaker, it is my suggestion that in future, when we consider another holiday, or when it becomes necessary for us to amend this, we ensure that we add another holiday, or we shift this holiday from Eid al-Fitr to Eid al-Adha. Mr. Speaker, I also wish to commend the government for resetting the celebration of Founders Day to that
Honorable Newz,
who took money
Honorable
Newz,
Honorable Newz,
yes,
you are here when I admonish that at this particular level, the debate should be centered on the memorandum and the report of the committee.
I'll move away from there. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I'll go back to the memorandum, but I just wanted to set some records straight. I wanted to set some records
to independence. The man that called Africa for economic emancipation. The journey that was derailed, the reason we struggle today. Today, we are collectively recalling history, and I know Sajifo will be smiling in his grave that on the 21st of September, the people of Ghana will break and honor his leadership. I know his poor mother, Nyaniba, who was brutally abused and died in pain, will look back. We're drawn.
Honorable Minister, I have admonished very well.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker, I think we must all agree that Ghana is finally on the right path in making sure that we correct our history. And in correcting our history, we are going to collectively agree that events that led to the independence of Ghana, those events cannot be rewritten by a regime. Those events have been cemented in history, and that future governments that will come must learn the lesson. Yes. That Ghana's history, the Republic Day, the role of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah can never be revised. And that if we ever try to distort it, Ghanaians will always go back to the true history of Ghana. And today, we collectively honor
Abusafo inya kwesi na stika munyina so mentiase ni ma ya kan mentiase ai ni kwanza ngo kasa ye wo parliament sa confusion can see and to ko de chinchi bi tomanu so tomanu nyonko a just na speaker kwa mpwede inhuni onye ini inhuna video na just na nya de na nya asam keto na koso wo parliament a just na ni to kura mpwede kasa kura mpo no say we beg you or begging Montana and Gibe or no Kesi as a baby pram for the word Kwame Nkrumah no more paid you because a kaya the running made for a mouth bow me and a kind of Samo Kwame Nkrumah or more peso meditated in compromise. Although they the holiday number holiday no campo. We are there to celebrate a Kwame Nkrumah because Nima or Modern Mamma Campo Fem Company net like they are family daddy. So when I de kinda or how panesia more my into quickly goes to turn out man was sorry now Casa or Bosonia daddy. Idea we pan like a dressing knitting 9 power in front when near break Casa who team Guni Passos adding Parliament near dear Parliament and young baby a tonton baby had a business. Government business. Yes, like you be making sure say name be on a baby, ye be pass, ye be making sure say name be on the parliament, making sure say bedding. All the business are a year the present general member said or implement the organizations, no, or they the parliament MPs for they make sure make vote on and only and there was some any debate who no be an among your parliament. Are they among your parents? ade am ye jerese ni dinin na we am odi am ye jerese eno na speaker ide about mountain serious fight pa na ide asoria eno wakase muntale kase ono wanchana antemasi o wanchana man antemasi the certain president onye nkremoni the vice president onye nkremoni the former vice president onye nkremoni so to say or the holiday ba kwampo ka mo ana and one salary rise kwampo ba kwampo ho always be kwampo e charge na ne ade kwampo nyambai or the holiday ba kwampo ka wa fa nka ko baby ko wi preko nyina wa fa nka ko abosom dem nya wa fa nka wa nwe mo ho na nipa wa ba no nwe mo ho mo asoro parliamentary gazetia we ade o ade one holiday pay no ade one holiday pay mo previous administration or ade holiday send account eno na muntala de babo ntiam e be fire me pa share your comments so the bit me so share more down for so ni bi ahwe haya for anyi chakram nyina